Welcome to this episode of your Morning Boost, brought to you by AWB Education. AWB Education is your partner in school leadership and is here to help you with your educational programming needs. You can find more episodes like this one along with our offerings of support and consultation at awbeducation.org. Here is your host, Adam Bush.
This week, we are focusing on some of the buzzwords in education. Those words that sound great, and half the time we either don't really know what they mean, or we are so busy that we don't have time to think about them, let alone do anything in that area, as we are just trying to survive and get to another day. Today's topic is on this concept of innovation. Now, Merriam-Webster defines this as the introduction of something new, a new idea, a new method, or a new device. But in the world of leadership, the concept of innovation is much more than that. Steve Jobs, co-founder of Apple, states that innovation distinguishes us between a leader and a follower. He is saying that innovation truly happens when leaders get out of their comfort zone to drive improvement, to take their company or their program to a new level. But sometimes innovation can also be taking a look at what you are doing and finding new and exciting ways to make it even better. Too often, we get stuck on the concept that innovation has to be on the cutting edge or be a wholesale shift in the work we are doing. But honestly, being innovative is also a fancy way of saying you are taking a risk in an effort to grow or to improve. It takes strong educational leaders to guide this work, to set the tone, to create an environment of trust and true empowerment of others. But it also takes educational leaders that are willing to get out of their comfort zones. Now, this movie will date me a little bit, but there's a line out of the movie Crimson Tide where Denzel Washington is irritated with his superior officer Gene Hackman's decision to run a weapons training drill while the team was attempting to put out a fire that was happening on the submarine. Now, full disclosure, I've never been in a submarine, and frankly, I'm not sure I'd be strong enough to be in one for the many days that they spend underwater, but I think it's safe to assume that a fire in a vessel like that's probably a concern. As Denzel, the second in command, is voicing his displeasure, Gene, the captain of the boat, says that he ran the drill because you don't get to fight wars when everything is hunky-dory. Well, whether you agree with that decision or not, he brings up a good point. We need to remember this as leaders. We are not able to lead from the front and be innovative only when it fits our schedule or only when it's the best moment for us. We have to strive to be innovative at all times, even when it isn't hunky-dory in the world we live in. Maybe the economy isn't thriving or the job market isn't at its peak, or yet there's another unfunded mandate coming from the last legislative session. These are the times when our schools and communities need their leaders to be the most innovative, to be able to continue to move the mission and vision of the team ahead within the limitations of the world around us. Innovation requires leaders to be flexible, to be adaptable, and to be able to work through and embrace change. That is how we can lead through innovation. Thanks for joining me today.
This has been your Morning Boost brought to you by AWB Education. Find us at awbeducation.org to find out how we can help you with your educational programming needs. If you enjoyed this episode, please take a quick minute to leave a rating and review to help us reach even more people. Otherwise, enjoy the workday, lead with your heart, and we will see you next time.